Hello, everyone. I am Brianna Fraser, the president for the academic year 2019-2020. So before we jump right into things, I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to join the live so that, I won't be here talking to myself. And yeah, I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes to hop on here and tell your friends about it so that we can start the proceedings at 2:05 p.m. sharp. Okay, I'll be back. My mic was muted, I'm sorry, but hi Jason, welcome to the live stream. We're gonna give our club members a couple more minutes so they can join so that they won't miss anything. And I also want to give a brief explanation of how the proceedings would go for today, specifically relating to the speeches and the voting process and the Q&A process. So I'm gonna give them about 4 more minutes so that we can increase our numbers so that we don't leave out anybody because we want everybody to be on the same page as soon as we start the speeches. So yeah, and I also have two exec members here with us. Henry, I'm going to put you guys on the screen. Shemar Henry, my vice president, and Jadian Harvey, my assistant secretary. So you guys can unmute your mics and come say hi. So here we are.
Hi everyone.
Hi guys.
You all are staying safe.
Yes, I hope you all are really staying safe throughout this COVID-19 period.
Please stock up while you can.
Yes, please stock up on the essentials. And my prayers go out to the persons who live in St. Catherine. You guys are on total lockdown for 7 days. Just please adhere to the government protocols because all they're trying to do is to keep us safe. So, yes, just adhere to the protocols and we will all be safe. We have a couple more of our members here. I see Brianna Pommels, my mentee from first year. Welcome to the live, Brianna, or Brianna. Her name is pronounced different from mine. Akila, hey Akila, I hope you're okay. Rashawn Crutchley, hi, how you doing? Brandon Witz, how are you? Brian Brooks. Vanessa, hi Vanessa, thanks for joining our live. Brandon Whitaker, yes, keep safe over there. Yeah, and Swaby. Hi guys. Okay, so I'm gonna take off Henry and Jadian so I can start explaining how exactly this live stream would work. We have 21 viewers right now. Welcome all. Okay, so first things first, the candidate speeches, it will be taking place. You can also check the description box down below. I have the timestamps for the persons who will be speaking and when they will be speaking. You can also leave and come back if you aren't able to stay here for the entire live stream, and you'll be able to navigate throughout the seek bar or and find the specific candidate who you're interested in hearing for. So yeah, the timestamps are in the description box below. They will be joining our live stream and they will be letting you guys know why you should vote for them. Also, just a little to put it out there, all the positions, the EAC, the PRO, the treasurer, and the secretary positions, they have 3 minutes to carry out their speeches, and the vice president and the president, they have 5 minutes to carry out their speeches. So just a little information regarding same. I see a couple more people. Let me give some shout out. Shout out to Hadil Brown. Thanks for joining our live. Brittany Campbell. Thanks for joining our live. Claude Miller. Welcome, welcome. Bright Sparks. Shemar Green, one of our candidates who will be presenting later. Welcome and all the best. Okay, so for the Q&A session, I sent out the email to you guys so you have an idea of how that would work as well. Specifically, this is the only segment of the speeches/Q&A session that would be aired live. The Q&A session would be up at a later time period due to the fact that we don't want to give the candidate who will be questioned first a disadvantage, because they'll not be able to have an idea of what the questions will be like in advance versus another candidate who will be watching the live stream and they'll be hearing the questions and they can prepare possible answers. We want to eliminate that completely, so that's why we're doing the Q&A segment separate and apart. So the candidates will come on the video conference. I'm going to split the screen, and Henry and I and Jadian would be asking them questions. And I do encourage you all to leave your questions in the comment section below. Our assistant secretary is making due note of that. So if you have any questions, if you hear anything that the candidate proposed and you have an important question, I encourage you to leave it in the comment section below. We will take good notes of it and we will ensure that we'll ask these questions to the best of our abilities. So that is how the Q&A segment works. Again, we'll have the Q&A put up after all the candidates are questioned, and we'll also have the time slots in the description box so you guys can navigate to the different time period if you want to hear a specific questions. Again, the Q&A will not be streamed live. Okay, so any questions regarding the Q&A? Hi, Janeil. Thanks for joining our live. Crutchley, that's not nice, Crutchley. But any questions regarding the Q&A, guys? Feel free to comment. I'll give you a couple minutes to take it all in, because I know that's a lot of information coming to you guys at once. That's good to know, Green. That's good to know. Any other questions? Questions, guys? No? Okay, so I know you guys are wondering about the voting process as well. We posted the voters list in our Instagram stories, and that includes all persons who are eligible to vote. In order to be eligible to vote, you'll have to have a minimum of 35 points for the entire semester 1 and semester 2. Remember that semester 1, we had a longer time period, and semester 2, we had a shorter time period. So all those factors were taken into consideration. And I just want to let you guys know that we were very lenient with this requirement, as the overall points attainable for both semester 1 and semester 2 were 184. So in order to be eligible to vote, you only had to have 35. So yeah, 184, and we made the requirement 35 points. So yes, and you also need to pay dues, and also you need to pay a little bit money, some amount of money rather, towards your membership fees. Okay, so that's exactly what's going on for the requirements to vote. So all the persons who are listed, I'm gonna ask Daniel to post that list again on the story so you guys can have that physically to look at, and you'll be able to know exactly who would be eligible to vote. Or Google form, I'm gonna try to pull that up for you guys. Give me a second. But the Google form will be sent to individual persons. Each and every one of you guys who are on the list will be sent the form. If you are not on the list, you won't be sent the form. So you'll be able to fill that out and nominate the persons who you see fit for the position. You are, however, not required to vote for somebody who you don't see fit in the position. So just bear that in mind. We're not forcing you to vote for anybody. Just give me a quick second. I want to pull up the form so those who are on the voters list would be able to have an idea of what exactly it will look like. So let me pull that up. And voting will begin April 23rd at 2 p.m. at 9 a.m. rather, I'm sorry, April 23rd at 9 a.m. and it will end at 11 p.m. So in case you guys have any issues with Wi-Fi connectivity, we've made allowances for that. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how do you know how much points you have, Vanessa? That's a good question. You can reach out to me via WhatsApp and I can let you guys know how much points exactly you have. If you think that you not being on the voters list was an error, we'll be gladly to assist you by checking the points that you already have. So yeah, just WhatsApp me or any member of the exec and we'll be able to provide you with the amount of points that you've attained throughout semester 1 and semester 2. Okay, I'm trying to share the screen. Okay, just so you guys can have an idea of exactly what I don't want to. Okay, so let me bring this up. Can you guys see that? Let me know in the comments if you're able to. Hold on. I want to do this properly for you guys. I see some persons. Daneel, hi. Deandra, you're excited. Taylor is wishing you guys his good luck. Okay, so I'm sharing the screen so that you guys will be able to see what the form looks like. Anywho, this isn't working as how I planned, so you guys will be given the form. We will definitely send it to each and every person who is on the voters list. So rest assured that you'll be given the form so that you can exercise your right to vote. So yes, hi Lukira. Donjah will be starting in a minute. So Donjah, if you're watching this right now, I don't see you backstage. It's your time. You can come on. Let us see you. I don't see you backstage. Oh, you guys were seeing it. Okay, let me give Donjah some time to come on and I will show it to you guys again. So you have an idea of what exactly the form will look like. Okay, so this is exactly how it would look. I hope you guys are seeing, since Alyssa said that you guys were able to see it before. So you would input your full name with your first name starting with a capital letter and your last name starting with a capital letter as well. And you select your candidate for External Affairs Chairperson, select your candidate for PRO, and again, you are not obligated to vote for somebody who you don't see fit for the position. So you can always click the not NA option in order to, if you feel this way. And for PRO, vice president, and also the most important thing, guys, ranking. The vice president position and the president position is done based off ranking. So you rank the person who you feel see fit will be the best in the position. So for instance, John Brown was a nominee for vice president, and I, in my opinion, feel like John Brown would be the best and should be the only candidate. I'm only going to rank John Brown. But if you feel like John Brown and Sarah Lynn is also two good candidates, but you still prefer John Brown a little bit more, you can rank John Brown first and Sarah Lynn second. And same goes for the third person. If you have another third person in the mix and you feel like they'll be good at the position as well, you can rank them based on where they fall in terms of your preference. So that's it. Danya, I'm not seeing Danya. Danya, let us know. Oh, I see you. I see you. Okay, so Danya, it's your time. Adding you to the screen.
Hi, everybody.
I will be gone.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, first years, second years, and third years, a pleasant afternoon to you all. I am Donjah Pommels, and I am here vying for the position of External Affairs Chairperson. Who is Donjah, you may ask, and why is she interested in this position? Well, I am a very sociable person with an outgoing personality that embodies service. I believe that giving back to others, not only the less fortunate, and to your community, whether at home or school, can contribute immensely to a person's well-being. This belief has compelled me to participate in various volunteer activities in my community, church, and school. In my community, I serve on the executive committee of the community's youth and sports club, where I spearheaded a visit to the Sunbeam Boys Home and a back-to-school treat for the children in the community. My involvement in service clubs such as Interact and Key Club, coupled with many outreach projects done with my church to members of the community, have given rise to my desire of taking this passion for service to the club and by extension, the country. I will take responsibility for organizing and promoting voluntary activities and other events, including carrying on projects such as the Guild Hope Project and the Hope Valley Helping Hand Project. I would also generate opportunities with various companies and organizations to join them in their volunteerism, which increases the wider society's knowledge and awareness of the club. Apart from the feeling of satisfaction and purpose, I will institute a service award that is given to a person that participates in most voluntary and outreach activities. These are just a few of the brilliant ideas I have for the club, and I would love to be given the opportunity to work for you. Vote Donjah and get things done, yeah. Thank you.
All right, guys, that was Donjah Pommels, candidate for the External Affairs Chairperson post. Again, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. My team and I, we're taking a good note of these questions, and we'll be able to pose them when we are doing the Q&A segment. Okay, so Gabrielle Meghie, you're up next. I'm going to give you a few minutes to prepare yourself so that when we start, when I add you on the screen, I can start the timer and you can start immediately as well. So I also instituted a couple minutes in between the speeches so that, we can have persons being adequate in terms of preparing themselves. So Gabby Meghie, you're up next.
Hi, guys. Okay, so hello, everyone. My name is Gabrielle Meghie, and I am running for External Affairs Chairperson. I believe that if you vote for me, I will not disappoint. I am determined, honest, trustworthy, outgoing, and interactive. These are characteristics that are necessary for me to carry out my duties as the EAC. My reason for applying for this position is simple. I would love to give back to the elderly, youth, my community, the less fortunate, and to help others in any way possible. I will definitely continue the projects such as the Hope Valley Helping Hand Project, the International Coastal Cleanup, and also the Guild Hope Project. But also, I'd like to add a new project. In prep school and high school, I was a part of Kiwanis Club and Key Club respectively. In prep school, we visited the Golden Age home to repaint the facility, and so I'd love to go back there. Also, for my community service in high school, I also visited the Golden Age home to spend 56 hours interacting with the elderly and spending time with them. This project would see the UWI Actuarial Society members visiting the Golden Age home in Vineyardtown. We would play games with the elderly persons and just talk to them and keep their company and be interactive. I think this day would be beneficial to them because it would give them hope that they have not been forgotten about, and even though they have been residing in a home, that they can still have fun. A vote for Gabrielle is a vote for action. Vote for me, and I will do my best to make a change in the lives of the elderly and the youths in our communities. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Gabby. We're going to jump straight into our next presenter, Sean. I see you're on standby. I'm gonna add you, and as soon as I add you, you can start your presentation.
Good afternoon, everybody. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the live despite the current global situation happening right now. I trust that you all are doing well and that our CFO is soon. Additionally, I'd like to thank you for the nomination for the position of External Affairs Chairperson for the academic year 2020 to 2021. I am deeply humbled and I am deeply grateful for this opportunity. I have three main focuses. My main focus is to reach me to become their EAC, is to improve on the already great projects put in place by the current EAC by introducing an internship program for students from our years. This will be members in the club and incentives to participate in the club, and also it will can serve as a pull factor for new members in the club as well. Secondly, there has been some implementation of school visits last year. So I don't know if it has to be further. Why don't we extend our mentorship program that we already have in the club and extend it to our fellow high school in the corporate area? I personally would have loved that training. It is so much more beneficial to hear past experiences of people that are not much wiser than us. Why don't we put ourselves in a position where we can become big brothers or big sisters to these people, these young people? I would have wanted that journey. Thirdly, why don't we propose a little rhyming session? Because there's a lot of talk of bringing in new members. But what about the members that we already have? What are we going to do to maintain and strengthen the bond that we have right now in our club? People on the outside need to look inside and see that we are a family and that we as actual scientists, people actual scientists, we are a family as well. We want to be a perfect family. We want to make a change. Very to change this thing. Vote for me. One I was left. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Sean. Again, we encourage you guys to leave your questions in the comment section below. We are taking due note of them and we will definitely present them for the Q&A segment. Okay, so thank you to our EAC candidates. All the best for the voting process and we will see you soon. Shemar, Jaden, and I, we will see you soon for the Q&A segment. Alrighty, so our next candidate is for the PRO section. So Janeil James, you are up next, and I will add you to the stream. And as soon as I add you and I come off, you can start your presentation. Hi, Janeil.
Hey, good
Janeil, can you hear
afternoon,
me?
everyone. I'm just yeah, my internet is kind of crappy right now. It's kind of sad at this current moment. But anyways, hi, good afternoon. I'm Janeil James. I'm running for the position as your PRO. Everyone is talking about what makes them great in regards to that. So let me go ahead and just do that as well. I believe I'm a creative individual. I'm detail oriented. I'm direct. So there is not to be a form of misinterpretation when persons are speaking to me. I believe I'm great at communicating. I'd have to ask my peers in regards to that, but I'm very direct when talking to persons. Um, the things that I want to offer PRO is to put our club out there in the wider view of the public. Like earlier this year, we remember our treasurer saying that, hey, problem with raising funds for dinner and so forth. I know this is like a treasury kind of thing, but we all work together, every member of the executive, in helping each other in each of their respective position. So my plan going forward is to put our club go out there with a fundraiser. I was thinking more of like t-shirt fundraisers and where we have our own logos. It would be like directly for size students. It'd be like a general thing, just Kirk's own. And it's like part proceeds could go towards a grant for a student in SciTech or our club, as well as the other proceeds to fund our voluntary actions and so forth, such as beach cleaning, whatever projects we would like to take on, such as probably even ramping up an old school, like when we went with the guild as an outreach kind of project. So I think that would be very helpful in putting us out there as a club. What else? The design of our jersey flyers would be the responsibility of the PRO. Um, this year's jersey design was pretty good, but in regards to how it was tailored, I have a great problem with that as well. So that would be something to source proper persons to go ahead and fit our jerseys to each person. That was a problem for me. I want to have more interclubbing in regards to if we have a flyer saying we're going to interclub with another club, our flyer would also be on that club's social media and so forth. So we'll be instead of interacting with one club, would be on different platforms going forward. I also would like to update our website because while running this, I wanted to look for photos.
Hi, Janeil. Unfortunately,
Right
unfortunately,
and I couldn't find like
your
PJ photos
time has
to get
expired.
our photos on the website, like
Hi, Janeil.
more quickly and so forth. Um, oh gosh, thank you.
Alrighty. Thank you, Janeil. Again, that was candidate for our PRO, Janeil James. Our next presentation would be from Shemar Green. I am not seeing Shemar Green in the waiting room. I'll give him a minute or so to hop on here so that we can add him so he can start his presentation. In the meantime, I'm going to share a couple comments from our live viewers. Thank you for our 43 viewers right now. Um, um, oh, I see a lot of them commenting that they're cheering on their fellow candidates. So, yeah, hi Tia. I see you, Tia. Brian says very direct. Thank you, Brian. But Shemar Green, if you're watching this right now, it's your time. We're waiting on you. Come on out. Shemar Green. Shemar Green. Giving him some time to join us. Green, green, green. Guys, comment in this comment section below. Where is Shemar Green? You're waiting. I'm not seeing you. I don't see you in the studio. I don't see you in the waiting room. Leave the conference and come back so I can add you. I'm not seeing you in the studio. Leave the studio, exit the page completely, and come back. Heard from him, guys. He says he's in the studio waiting. Give him a couple minutes. This online platform, okay, he's here. Oh no, that's not Shemar. That's Celine. We need to give him some time. Where are you, Green? The people, they're asking for you. While we're waiting, how has online classes been for you guys? You can let me know in the comments and I'll feature some of them on the screen. How has online classes been? Let me know. How do you feel about it? How has it been so far? Any questions, comments, concerns? We can show them on the screen. Green, we're waiting for you. I should check my messages. There are a lot of messages. Online classes are pretty nice. Oh, online classes are pretty nice. Hard to stay awake. We're having some technical difficulties here. Jason. We can all share the same sentiments because we're at home. Okay, Green is finally here. Let me take a couple more comments just so that we can, get right into it. I agree, Brandon. I completely agree. They're funny. Amika, meh, she doesn't know how to feel about it. Big up Danielle Mullins. Welcome to our live. She's a candidate for SciTech Rep. Big up Danielle Mullins. We see you. Vanessa Suebi. They're very tiring. How is it tiring when you're at home? Wow. I agree. That's why I don't register for early classes. Michael, convenient so that I can sleep immediately. That's not a good practice. That is not a good practice. You should try to keep the same routine as you would if you were at school. So yeah, I'm going to have Shemar Green on the stream right now.
Okay, hey guys. Hope you can hear me. Yes, I'm assuming you can hear me, like my background and everything. So my name is Shemar Green and I'm running for PRO. And just want to show you why you should join the Green side. So in my first year, I wasn't as involved in the club as I would like to be. I'm wearing my exercise shirt, by the way. But in my second year now, I was more involved, made friends, new experiences, learned new things, and that's what I want for you guys. That's why I'm running, so you guys can experience that. And my plans can be summarized using the word green. So the G stands for giving members more recognition. And I plan to do this by featuring you guys on our Instagram story each meeting, where I would feature you guys based on club spirit. So if you're wearing a shirt like I am right now, or if you're participating, or if you just stand out for some reason. And that's important because members make up the club. There's no club without the members. Are revamping our social media. So not many of you guys know, but we have a Snapchat and Twitter account. And it hasn't been receiving the love that we know our Instagram would receive. And as PRO, I would plan to make that my priority. And I don't just plan to do it by myself. And that leads me into E, which is which is enacting change in the PR committee. So the PR committee this year wasn't really, I don't want to say ineffective, but it wasn't really effective. And I plan to empower them by involving them more in our social media management. Hope you guys can see me properly. I plan to empower them more by involving them in our social media management and encouraging them and involving them more in even what the club does, not just PRO stuff. My next E stands for expanding our reach to YouTube. So as you know, we're on YouTube right now, and it's a new thing, but I plan to continue this and post highlights every month featuring our meetings and events. And who knows, it can be used as a source of income. My N, which is the last, see that I'm running out of time, is nourishing relationships. So we have a relationship, because you are a youth club, we are a society, we have a relationship with the other clubs and the alumni. And I plan to nourish that relationship by hosting more, hosting more interclubbing opportunities for us and featuring alumni, rather humans of Axi, and I would feature the alumni on that. So time is running out, and I'd just like to say my aim is not to make any big changes, but it's to make small changes to have a big difference. I hope by me telling you this, you can join the green side. And thanks for listening. That's it. My background is also very nice. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you. Thank you, Shemar. That was, even though the delay, thank you for that presentation. For the, oops, let me take this sticker off. We have our treasurers that are up next. I see both of them in the waiting room. So I'm going to add Alyssa. Hi, Alyssa, welcome.
Hi.
As soon as I'm off the screen, you can go ahead with your presentation, okay?
Okay, gotcha. Hello, everyone. I'm Alyssa Coaye, and I'm running for the position of Treasurer on the Executive Body of the UWIAS Actuarial Society. I'd like to start off by saying thank you for this nomination. It warms my heart to know that you see potential in me, and I want nothing more than to contribute to the growth and development of this society and the welfare of our members. Now, here's why I think you should elect me. I have the experience. I've served on multiple executive bodies, including our very own over this past year. And this has helped me not only to master the art of working with others, but has helped me to be more driven and to be accountable, to take initiative, and to be thorough and meticulous in whatever I do. And as it relates to this post specifically, my time as assistant treasurer has acquainted me with the inner workings of this club in a way that no other candidate can attest to. And it has helped me to hone in on my budgeting, record keeping, and analytical skills, which I know will equip me to take on the additional duties that come with being treasurer. And one of those fundamental duties is to implement practical fundraising ideas because let's face it, our club cannot function without money, and so we need innovative ways to generate it. Our past executive bodies have done a great job in establishing a blueprint for us to work with, and so now it's just about taking what we've been given and improving on it. Specifically, there are 5 main concerns I'd like to address. Number 1, ensuring that everyone understands how paying dues and membership fees contribute to gaining official membership and how every dollar that is paid is reinvested in our club and our members. Secondly, I'd like to improve the consistency with which we fundraise. So having a calendar of our scheduled fundraising activities will make it easier for us to follow through on our plans and give us time to adjust, promote, and execute them as needed. I'd also like to revamp our approach to distributing merchandise. So that means narrowing down the collection of items to those that you want and can afford, and arranging deadlines and payment plans to make purchasing as easy as possible. Also on my agenda is exploring more fundraising options that don't have startup costs and allow us to collaborate with other businesses. So you can think of our snow cone and popcorn sale or our newly introduced walkathon. These keep money in our pockets and get people talking about us. And finally, I'd like to make better use of the Treasury Committee so that your ideas can be brought to the forefront. So what this means is more creative fundraisers and greater opportunities for other members to be involved. And this is especially important because my efforts and those of the entire executive body are to build up and empower you. So if you're looking for a treasurer who is competent, experienced, and inclusive, vote Coaye all the way. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Alyssa. Thanks for that presentation. We'll see you later. Alrighty, our next presenter is Deandra Reynolds. I see her in the waiting room. Let me reset my timer so that I can have it ready for when I add you to the stream. Hi, Deandra. I can't hear you. Yeah, unmuted. Hi, okay, so as soon as I leave the stream, you can go ahead with your presentation, okay?
No problem. All right. Hi, guys. My name is Deandra Reynolds, and as you know, I'm running for treasurer for Actuarial Society. So having been a regular member for the past year, I was able to see the final outcome of many projects, and therefore I have some insights into how I would like to improve these projects. That's where my slogan, Different with a D, came about. The first thing I'd like to address is a problem we had this year with like the dues this year being relatively low per meeting. Having spoken to the treasurers last year, I know that it was a task to even get done every week, and I do commend them on that. But I think we all saw that the packages were not the most visually appealing, and therefore they're easy to ignore. With the envelopes, you're trying to incentivize persons to pay dues. So I'm of the opinion that we should make them a lot more visually appealing. Additionally, to further incentivize persons to make payments, I think we're already using the point system. I think right now we have a system where you get a point for for paying $50 or more per meeting. But I think we should have a point for every $50 you do pay, up to a point of like $300. Therefore, we incentivize persons to pay, but persons cannot pay their way into membership. On the topic of club funds, as we know with the outbreak, many businesses are operating at a loss right now. So moving forward, getting sponsorships will be very difficult. But as you all know, I'm dedicated, efficient, and effective. My research indicated that one of our biggest expenses at the beginning of the year was getting our exec shirts for the Alpha meeting. That being said, I am pleased to announce that I've already confirmed with an insurance company, with me as your treasurer, that those will be fully paid for the upcoming year. We will therefore not have to dip into club funds as was done in previous years. Next, I would like to address the matter of fundraisers. Part of my mission as treasurer is to ensure that not only we have a smooth sailing year, but that the year that comes after us has a soft cushion to land on when they start. So I think we need an additional fundraiser. My idea was to have a car wash, and in doing so, I had to contact both candidates running for SciTech rep. As of now, they cannot confirm fully that we can do that, but they are open to the idea as long as we follow certain protocols. Finally, as it relates to my personal involvement in the club, for those of you who worked with me on the shadow exec and homecoming rehearsals, you know that when I decide to dedicate my time to something, I try to be present and involved in anything I commit to. I know our whole aim is to give persons information if they're trying to pursue a career in actuarial science. Something that I think makes me stand out, and I've often been told, is that I have a welcoming personality, which will not only help me to get sponsorships, but it makes me an approachable member of the exec.
Hi, Deandra. Unfortunately, your 3 minutes are up. Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
presentation. All right, guys, we're making good progress here. Our next candidate is Jordan Ashman. Alyssa, I'm going to remove you from the waiting room so that Jordan will have an opportunity to join us. Jordan Ashman, we're waiting. I'm not seeing you. In the meantime, while we wait for Jordan, we can look at some of the comments. I'll feature some of the comments on the screen without being biased. I'm just going to feature some random ones because I'm not trying to sway you guys' vote in any way, shape, or form. So, wow, a lot of these are pretty. I can tell that you guys know who you want to vote for. I don't. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't want to. You know what? Let me not put up any of these comments because I don't want to be biased in any way, shape, or form. So my call was shook. That's a good one. Daquan has a lot of exclamation marks. Okay. Remember, guys, to leave your questions in the comment section below. We're looking for questions that you are willing or that you want us to ask our candidates in the Q&A session. That Q&A session will not be streamed live, so you won't be able to directly ask them the questions. So I'm encouraging you guys to leave your question in the comment section below. Join us for a brief intermission for KFC or a few PRO candidates. You're going to sponsor all of us, all 56 of us who are in this live. You're going to sponsor us KFC. Jordan Ashman, if you're hearing this, let us know what's going on. We're waiting on you. I'm not seeing you at all in the waiting room. Let us know. I will note. Oh, he will not be paying the bill. So why you can make suggestion about KFC? You're not paying the bill. Wow. Okay, Jordan Ashman. If you guys are friends with it, let me check my messages just to ensure that in case he's having any technical difficulties, we can have that sorted out so that we can know how exactly to proceed. I'm checking my messages right now. Let me add Jordan Ashman. And I'm happy that this live stream, it's going well so far. Thank you to all 58 of you guys who are tuned in right now. We appreciate the support for this new initiative. As you know, we have to be adapting to the changes and moving forward. This would be something good to continue, and I'm happy that you guys are on board, and I'm happy that you guys are here. And if you know somebody who is a member and is not tuned in right now, send them the link. Send them the link. Let them know that the live stream is going down and they need to come see, because they have a right to vote and they need to make an informed choice, and this live stream is here for that. Okay, so I see Jordan Ashman. Let me get my timer up. Hi, Jordan. Hi, can
Hi
you hear
guys,
us?
sorry about the wait.
That's fine.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great. As soon as I'm off the screen, you can begin your presentation, okay?
Okay, no problem. All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jordan Ashman. As treasurer, what I could bring to the club could be summarized in one acronym: CASH, cash. There would be creative initiatives for fundraising, ambitious ways in seeking sponsorships, security and safeguarding of the money for future use. And last, but certainly not least, I would be honest and be a treasurer with integrity. These traits and steps are just a small portion of what I would bring to the table as treasurer. I've cultivated these through various extracurricular activities in the past, such as Key Club, Young Entrepreneurship Society, and the cricket team, where I had to display leadership qualities, great teamwork, and excellent time management skills. It is my intention to use all these skills to help the club in the best way possible. When I'm your treasurer, I propose to put some initiatives in place that will help to make you feel more secure and better about your club. I would seek to increase the wealth of the club by investing some of the funds in safe products. For example, a unit trust, which is not, for example, a unit trust, which will yield better results than a regular bank account. Another initiative which is not only beneficial to the club, but also first-year students, is having math marathons prior to exams, where for an affordable fee, students will get the reinforcements needed to pass. Thirdly, coin collection at strategic locations, for example, the math department and the entrance to the library, to help build the funds and ensure that we, the exec, can provide for your needs throughout the year comfortably. And finally, the introduction of new merchandise, for example, bottles that assist in keeping everyone hydrated, and creative armbands with appealing designs. These are just some of the ideas that came about after brainstorming, and I'm sure that with other brainstorming sessions, more ideas can be generated. This will be done by a fundraising committee where regular meetings will be held to discover new ways of garnering funds. In closing, my name is Jordan Ashman. I'm running for treasurer, and please make Ashman your cashman. Thank you.
All right, Jordan, thank you so much for that presentation. The next set of persons that we have to present. Oh, Roma, secretary. She's already in the waiting room, but I just want to pause here real quick to highlight some comments. Again, please put some candidate neutral comments in the comment section below so that I can feature them on the screen, because we want to involve you guys in the comments so that this is as interactive, as possible. Again, please some comments, candidate neutral comments in the comment section below. I'm seeing a lot. Okay, Papa, then I guess that's candidate neutral, but but yeah, thanks for interacting with us. Okay, so Roma, gonna add you to the stream. Let me restart my timer. Yes, Daneel, that is candidate neutral. Okay, here's a perfect one. Perfect one. One side, X side, candidate neutral, and love everything that's happening. Thanks, Michelle, our current deputy ESC. Okay, Roma, as soon as I am off the screen, you can begin your presentation.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. My name is Roma Rajwani, and it would be an honor to serve you as secretary for the incoming school year. So far, the past secretaries of the UWIAS have done an amazing job at keeping our club organized, both on the front lines and behind the scenes. My aim, if I'm selected as the UWIAS secretary, is to work on building the successes we've earned so far as a society. Simply, I just want to make it absolutely better. I will ensure all administrative duties vital to the club's functioning are effectively and efficiently completed, and I also intend to accomplish a revamping of our email blasts to ensure that within this pandemic or distance from our beloved members, we don't lose member engagement. I would also like to implement an effective strategy to facilitate online meetings, including a sophisticated mechanism, something kind of like a Google form, to track member attendance and to implement an agenda to ensure that we entice members to stay for the full duration of our meeting. Additionally, I have the idea for an initiative to extend support to our members in the trying time of online classes. I will ensure all communications internally and where required externally are professionally, properly, and promptly accomplished. All in all I want is absolute improvement in all sectoral aspects of our club, whether we're being socially distant or if we're mashing up SciTech together. I believe that my determination, my time management abilities, organization, and drive will allow me to be a groundbreaking secretary for this humble organization. Remember that with Roma, it's absolute. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Roma. That was lovely. I'm just going to remove you from the screen. Thanks for the presentation, and I hope you'll be ready for the Q&A segment. All right, guys. Our next set of candidates that we have are the vice president. So, Celine, I see you in the waiting room. You will be up first. Again, let me just look at the comments because I see that you guys are being very interactive, and I just want to highlight a few of those. All candidates are great. Thank you, Brianna. Thank you. All candidates are great. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching this right now, please hit that subscribe button down below so that you can keep updated in this time where we are not meeting face to face. We still want to interact with you guys. We still want to let you guys know exactly what's happening with the club. And this so far has been a smooth process and it has been effective. We currently have 52 viewers. Big up to all 52 of you guys. Thank you for tuning, or 51. Somebody just somebody just left. But subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates and keep in the know. So, okay, I'm going to go to Celine right now. I'm gonna add you. Hi, Celine. Welcome.
Hi.
As soon as you know the drill, if you've been watching, as soon as I'm off the stream, you can begin your presentation. And remember that the timer starts as soon as I leave.
Yes.
So you can start right away. Alrighty?
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. For those who may not know me, I am the face behind those awesome emails that you receive every Sunday. And my name is Celine Josephs, and I'm running to be your vice president for the 2020-2021 academic year. Why am I running? Simple. I love UWIAS. I will never forget my first year experience, how appreciated, how loved, how welcomed I felt. And I want other incoming first years to feel the same way I did, because that experience actually inspired me to run for an executive position on the board. And fortunately, I was elected to be the general secretary. And in that role, I realized that I had a natural drive to do what's best for the club. And I cannot count on my fingers how many times I have actually prioritized club responsibilities over my personal responsibilities. A little about me: I am very organized, responsible, and goal oriented. And once I'm given a task, I always do it to the best of my ability. And I also work well in teams. I realize that being on this exec board and being a member of UWIAS has helped me to become a more well-rounded individual, and it has allowed me to make the best of friends. And for that, I truly am grateful, which is why I want to give back to UWIAS, because it has helped me to be the individual who I am today, which is why I want to help to improve it as best as I can. So the first issue I'd like to address is attendance. I realize that our members, like as the year goes by, our members either stop coming to meetings or they don't come as often. To rectify that situation, I would propose that we involve our members more by specifically ask them what it is exactly that they want to see in our meetings. Like they could give us suggestions, ideas via Instagram or just in person. Secondly, I know this was mentioned before, but I would really like to execute the UAS hoodies idea, because I really want one, and I really think that everybody else would really want one too, especially the graduates. Yeah. Last but not least, I would like to encourage more alumni to be a part of the external mentorship program and the alumni association, because it's beneficial to both our members and them, but especially for our members, because it's going with the mission for UAS, which is to facilitate communities and working world. So for our club as a whole, if more alumni are part of the alumni association, then our club would have a wider reach to various organizations. So, and that actually goes with the ultimate goal that I have for our club, which is recognition. I want us to be recognized by various institutions and organizations worldwide. I want when they hear UAS, they'll be like, whoa, UAS, and they associate us with positivity, brilliance, excellence. I just don't want UAS to help us while we're in university, but to help us afterwards. Yeah. So with that being said, I understand the responsibility of the vice president, that I'm responsible for helping the president as well as all the other executive members, and I'm always eager to help. So this is why I think I am very capable of succeeding in this role. And I want amazing things for us. So with that being said, remember, a vote for me is a vote for you. Remember, Joseph's is where the vote is. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you, Celine, for that presentation, and all the best for the Q&A. Bye. And I just want to pause here real quick to remind you guys that the president and vice president, they get 5 minutes to present. So they would have a total of 5 minutes to present. So if it seems, sorry for the background noise, but if it seems a little bit longer, they have 5 minutes to present. So I see Donjah in the waiting room. So I'm going to add you to the stream right now. Hold on, let me add your thing. Add you. Hi Donjah, welcome back.
Hi, thank you.
You know the drill already. As soon as I exit, you can begin your presentation. All right.
Okay. Donjah Pommels. Yup, that's me, a first year student reading for a bachelor's degree in actuarial science. When I started the University of the West Indies merely 8 months ago, I thought to myself, UWI is a very big place. Where would I fit in? Little did I know that the UWI Actuarial Society was ready and waiting to be just the place for me. The role of vice president sparked my interest because it aligns perfectly with the person I am. From a tender age, I have demonstrated leadership ability, which was quickly identified and harnessed. I was asked to perform tasks such as preaching assignments, Pathfinder squad captain, and form captain at school, just to name a few. This attribute became even more natural as I grew older and in my high school years they blossomed. I led as president of the Sign Language Club and was a part of the leadership of many clubs and societies, such as ISCF and Junior Optimist International at my alma mater. In my senior year, which culminated just last year, I served as the head girl and I was awarded the Sister Bernadette Litter Award for Excellence in Leadership for 2 consecutive years. I was also an executive member of the Student Safety on the Streets Initiative, an initiative comprising of 12 high schools in the Kingston Central area, created and led by a group of us student leaders, which was aimed at curtailing the level of crime and violence faced by students while traversing the downtown area. Through this initiative, we planned and executed a successful peace march, which was lobbied for on many platforms. One of which was interviews conducted on CVM at Sunrise, where I represented the initiative twice, as well as I led a cohort of the executive committee to a courtesy call with the Governor General, Sir Patrick Allen, for his endorsement of the initiative. With these experiences, I am convinced that I will be able to immensely contribute to the leadership of this club. Implementing new initiatives geared towards achieving the strategic objectives of the club of assisting students to learn about actuarial science, its profession, and facilitating communications between students and prospective employers. One such initiative is to re-energize the school visitation program. From these visits, the aim is to create a wider range of knowledge on actuarial science and to encourage students to embark on this journey. Another initiative I would like to undertake is the implementation of an assist program. These sessions will be implemented to provide help to students who expect a need in the fundamental math courses. I would also put great effort into interacting with industry professionals to coordinate speaker presentations, company visits, and possible internships for the club. These are just a few of the brilliant ideas I have for the club, and I would love to be given the opportunity to work for you. I look forward to providing support to the president and the other members of the executive as we work together to fulfill the mandate of the club. Excellence is a must. Success is a plus. Vote Donjah and get things done, yeah!
All right, thank you, Donjah, for that presentation. So the next person that we have for the vice president speech is Savanah Grant. I am not seeing her in the waiting room. Not exactly sure. Let me check my messages so to ensure that I can see if she's having any technical difficulties. But Savanah, if you're watching, We're waiting for you now. Oh, you're in the comment section and not ready for your speech, Savanah. How are you in the comment section? We're ready for you. It's your turn. It's your turn, Savanah. Let me check my messages. Okay, I see. Oh no, that's not her. Savanah Grant. Savanah. Savanah. We're waiting on you. In the meantime, let me look through some of these comments. Again, trying to be candidate neutral. Alyssa says that Celine is the cutest. I think this was during Celine's presentation. I'm just checking my messages to ensure that if Savanah is having any technical difficulties, I'm able to assist her. Yeah, waiting on Savanah. Waiting on Savanah. Okay, here's a candidate neutral. Here's a candidate neutral comment. These candidates are on fire. Thank you, Dwight Tingling. Thanks for that comment. Green, there is space in the waiting room. I'm not seeing her in the waiting room. I'm not seeing her in the waiting room, Green. Can't grant access if she's not here. I'm waiting. Ennis or current vice president for Cytec Gill. Looking forward to see the incoming exec for the club. I'm looking forward as well because this year was wonderful and there is only up to go after this, regardless of how the voting turns out, regardless of who gets what position, there's only up to go. And I can be sure that these candidates have an aim, and this aim is to further the club and to further uplift the club. So I am looking forward to seeing them as well. Green, she's not seeing me. I'm not seeing her at all. Tell her to refresh. Come out, exit the page, close the page completely, and come back in. It's only Henry, Jadian, and myself that's in the waiting room right now. So she has abilities to come on. So yeah, tell her to. Let me check my messages just in case you guys are talking. I have 83 messages. Okay, I see her now. Let me. Okay. Hi, Savanah.
Hi everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna get the timer ready, and you know the drill. As soon as I'm off the screen, you can begin your presentation, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Okay, guys, so what is a vice president? You guys all know the position, but do you know what the rules include? Do you know what's the difference between a vice president and a president? Well, in my opinion, the president, as the head of the club, represents the head of a skeleton, which includes our exec members and the club members. Comparatively, the vice president is the backbone or the connector or the support of the entire system. Greetings, everyone. I'm Savanah Grant, and I'm here to be your support, to be your VP for the upcoming academic year. So, every plan of action requires an idea, which brings me to my first point in Project Beta, breaking ground. This is to say that I think that I'm great at generating innovative ideas consistently. The most popular ones, which you guys are more familiar with, is the Random Acts of Kindness and Hope Valley Project. Unfortunately, we weren't able to complete these because the school year was cancelled. But that did not stop my mind from continuously working. I had to think, how can I engage the members? Which is when it hit me. Why can't we have Axi Edition Instagram games? Like the this or that, and the bingo game that you saw online. My next idea was, no, we need more. So I thought, why not have a virtual club meeting with our members to reconnect and engage you? And this was a huge success, which led to this election process being able to be held. So I think that if the pandemic prolongs into September, we should make use of these virtual meetings. And when we are completely comfortable with the software, I believe we can even take it a step further where we can start inviting guest speakers once more. So as Vice President, I believe that I need to be able to assist and give insight into any and all executive positions, and I should be able to fill in for any exec member if the need presents itself. So thankfully, the professional skills which I've garnered have prepared me for this exact responsibility. Let us now transition into the second stage of Project Beta, employing my experience. Last summer, I was afforded the opportunity to work as the assistant to the head of accounting for a distribution company. While in this position, I learned many skills, including writing a formal letter, making business calls, generating reports on Excel, handling the petty cash and in-house sales, and working alongside the auditor to, eliminate any errors with the transactions that were recorded. I believe all these skills can help me to assist the secretary and treasurer. In regards to the PRO, I believe that I have above average graphic design skills, and I am well versed in multiple presentation softwares and social media applications. For the EAC, I believe all of you know that I am more than capable of helping the incoming EAC. So with that, we're going to transition into our third step of the beta project, transforming the committees under each portfolio. Unfortunately, in the past, the committees have been either inactive or non-existent. However, with new ideas coming in each year after each election process, the workload for each exec member increases and the need for the committee arises even more. More importantly, the committee gives the members the chance to build confidence, gain experience, and get more insight into the exec positions which they might want to run for next year. So I think that I came up with a list of ideas that each committee can get in order to make them not die out. So a few of these are: the President's Committee will go through the suggestion box, which I'd like to implement, and keep track of year-long host activities. The Treasury Committee can help with fundraising so that all our fundraisers have the same hype and vigor as fundraising fuel during our Spirit Week. Secretariat Committee can help with circulation of register and keeping track of new members. The EAC Committee can help to promote events and give announcements in meetings to build confidence so they can announce the events which they will be promoting. Lastly, and which I think is my best quality to be a VP, is that I'm approachable. So I'm only able to help you if I know what your needs and desires are. So I've been observant and I've been talking to you, and what I think will really benefit the club are more seminars. So these would include seminars on workplace etiquette, how to write a formal letter, make business calls, and most importantly, Microsoft Excel proficiency. So with the help of the future exec, I hope to successfully implement Project Beta. Make your vote greater, bigger, and better by voting for Savanah Grant. Yes, thank you. Yes.
All right, thank you, Savanah. We'll be seeing you again shortly because you are also a presidential candidate, but
Yes.
Thank you for that presentation. Our next candidate, she's ready and waiting in the waiting room. We will be moving into the president's speeches. So Daneel is our next candidate, and I am going to add her to the stream right now.
Hi.
Hi, Daneel. In the meantime,
You can hear me clearly, right?
yes, it's clear. I'm gonna try to find some candidate neutral comments to display on the screen so that interact a little bit more with our members. Okay, is that my sister? That is extremely my sister in the comment section. Okay, Savanah, you know the drill. As soon as I exit the stream, you can begin your presentation. All right?
No problem. Hi guys. My name is Daneel Nichol, and as Brianna stated before, I am running for president of the UWIAS Elections Society. And today I am going to tell you why you should vote for Dan with a Plan. First of all, I am very passionate about the UWIAS Elections Society. Um, my friends can tell you, people who know me can tell you that along with Celine, I too have prioritized the club over my academic needs and my personal needs. But I do that because I love the club. I love coming to meetings every Thursday. I love the exit meetings. I love what happened? Oh Lord. Guys, let me just apologize. I'm using my dad's phone. Can you hear me? I'm using my dad's phone because my phone isn't working and Flo doesn't like me. Sorry. Back to what I was saying. I'm very passionate about the club. I love doing everything that revolves around the club. I love the external activities, everything. And I believe that is what the P stands for in Done with a Plan. It is passion, and that passion ties in with my purpose. The purpose now is going to lead me to the L in Done with a Plan, and that stands for leadership. As far as for every semester that I have been at the I have been nominated in the class rep position. And I believe that my peers nominate me in this position because they see the leadership qualities in me. They know that I will advocate on their behalf, regardless of what the situation may be. Second of all, for this academic year, I am also pleased to have been serving as a mathematics department rep towards the faculty. Now that role entails just being the voice of the mathematics department on a whole. And I believe that the skills I garnered while being the math rep, I can also apply them to being the president of the UWIAS Elections Society. And last but not least, my favorite leadership position this entire academic year has to be the PRO. I loved being your PRO. I love interacting with you guys on the social media. I love interacting with you guys in public. I just love the overall vibes of the club. And I love to see the passion in you guys. It's the same passion that I have for the club. And that brings me into my third point, accountability. I am a leader you can depend on. And I believe that accountability means accepting responsibility. And if elected for this position, I will accept three responsibilities. Just to name them, I plan to accept the responsibility of the club to the department. I plan to accept the responsibility of the club to the wider society, and I plan to accept the responsibility of the members to the exec. All of that is just saying that I will always operate with the club's best interest at heart. And last but not least, let's focus on novelty. So now when I say novelty, I am talking about the new ideas that I plan to bring to this club. Um, Over the years, it has been easier to pinpoint ideas because you could see the weak spots in the past exec. But I have to lift my hat off to this current exec. We went above and beyond the call of nature, and unfortunately, the COVID-19 pandemic had put a halt in our plans. So I'm a part of my mandate is to carry out some of the functions that we did not get to complete. The first of that being the summer internship programs. If my memory serves me correct, Brianna had mentioned in her speech last year that she was working on getting some links for the UWIAS Elections Society. We have put some of that in place, and myself as well have been reaching out to various companies through my different hats as I wear, as both the math rep and PRO. I've been reaching out to companies, and we had ascertained some of those internships as well. I plan to bring that forward. That ties in with the mentorship mixer that I am proposing that we have as students. Oftentimes, the mentors and their mentees know each other, but we don't know everybody, if you get what I'm saying. It's always nice to have the social aspect because we know that school is stressing. AXA is hard. Like, I'm not even going to cap. AXA is the hardest thing I have done to date, but I love it. And I just want to bring some form of relief to our members. And the other plan that I would like to implement is to work on the Helping Hand plan, Helping Hand 2.0, as I so adequately called it. I love the idea of going to the primary schools. However, it is my belief that the love for high school the love for math, can also be developed in high school. That is where I fell in love with math. I fell in love with math in sixth form. And I'm not saying that we wait until that long, but I'm proposing that we take our Helping Hand initiative to the high schools as well. And two schools that I'm proposing are Mona High and Papine High. I've already contacted the fifth form coordinator of Mona High, so that is already in motion. And the last thing I want to leave you guys with is the main event that I'm really interested in. And it's a first year mix. So normally we want our first years to know all the year groups. So we're inviting the first years, second, third years, and everybody to just come meet and mingle and know everybody. I hope that everything I have said before shows you why you should vote for #Dan with the plan. Bye guys, have fun.
All right, Daneel, thank you so much for that presentation. All the best for the Q&A segment. Okay, so it's been a long afternoon. It's been 1 hour and 24 minutes. Okay, so the last presentation that we have for today is Savanah Grant. She's going to give her speech for the president. So I'm gonna add her. Hi, Savannah.
Hi, Brianna. Hi,
You
guys,
know,
again.
you know the drill. As soon as I'm gone, you can start your presentation, okay?
Yes, ma'am. So the UWI Actual Society has been a part of my life ever since I entered university. The members have brought me great joy. The exec members have been a constant force, pushing me to improve each year. My mentors have provided me with reassurance time and time again. This is a society that I talk about and brag about endlessly. The society which I represented for two past years and which I hope to represent again. Greetings, everyone. I'm Savanah Grant, and I hope you'll vote for me to be your future president in the upcoming academic year. So, before I introduce my ideas, I'd like to reintroduce myself. Instead of coming here and listing out all the attributes which I think I embody, I want to start my campaign in the same way I want to be a good leader, by listening to the people. So I asked you, how do you view me as a person and as a leader? Forgive me as I look down as I read your comments. So you said passionate, approachable, innovative, empowering, fair, honest, risk-taking, self-sacrificing, fastidious, and proactive. It is with these attributes that I have garnered that I use to help the UWI Actual Society time and time again. I help to increase membership, kickstart our participation in guild activities, in, initiated the Random Acts of Kindness and Hope Valley Project, and brainstormed the idea to have this virtual meeting, to have our first ever virtual meeting. However, I don't think I'm the only one that stood out this year. I think the entire executive body has gone above and beyond to revamp and expand each and every portfolio. So with this amazing foundation in place, I believe it's time for the next step, Project Beta. So for the first step of Project Beta, I want to boost participation and consistency among our current members. I realized that there's a decline in participation after Spirit Week and Homecoming. This really negatively affects all our portfolios, especially Treasury, which experiences a reduction in views, and EAC, which struggles to get people to participate in the events. So my solution is to take advantage of our love for competition. Firstly, I would like the year groups, first, second, and third, to compete against each other. Each of them will be assigned a month, and the year group who can get the most newcomers in that month would win for the semester. And the winner of the semester would be awarded a prize each, semester. Secondly, I don't want to announce a champion house at the end of Spirit Week. We'll have Spirit Week same way, but instead we want to continue it on a year-long basis. So at the end of the year, well, throughout the year, we'll have bi-weekly competitions which increase in difficulty and the points which can be achieved. Then at the end of the year, at the awards dinner is when we would announce the champion host. So hopefully this will increase the attendance not only to club meetings, but also to the awards dinner so that people will come out and, rep the house, because that's when you know who wins. Part two, I want to increase, or better yet, I want to better the relationship between our students and our teachers, specifically the first years. So I want to introduce a pre-alpha soiree where teachers are invited to come to the first 10 or 15 minutes of our alpha meeting. They participate in games and the students will see them in a more relaxed setting. This will build their confidence and comfort to participate in class and to make use of the very little attended office hours. We'd also invite them to participate in activities in Spirit Week, such as Throwback Day, Throwback Tuesday, and a new event which I'll introduce later. Thirdly, I would want to transform the UWIAS brand from a club to an organization. I believe this process already started. We already have a great executive board, great social media presence, a website with all our information, and we give back to the community. But what don't we have? A contact number. I want to get a UWIAS phone so that we can be contacted by companies, prospective members, and alumni, anybody that wants to contact us. This wouldn't be funded from your dues, so don't worry. If we can't get funding, I would collaborate with the exec to come up with a plan of how much money we can contribute per month, per week, per semester, just to get this job done, because I feel like it will really up our game. Lastly, let's put the A in beta. I want to accelerate the growth and involvement of our alumni program. And to do this, We can't target them when they graduate already. They're already gone. We need to target the third years before they leave. So what we can do is initiate a legacy project which they can come up with for themselves. We can also introduce an alumni of the year award and build a alumni team for Spirit Week as well. You can find more details on my website, which will be put out tomorrow because I'm being cut short right now. So thank you for your time. Please stay safe, guys, and make your vote bigger and better by voting for Savanah. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you, Savanah. Thank you for that presentation. Okay, so before we end this live, I just want to feature some comments on the, oops, my timer just ended. I just want to feature some comments on the screen before we go. Celine says that exec 1920, hashtag the best. I have to agree, not because I'm the president, but I definitely have to agree with that. I saw another comment. Janeil said that all the candidates are giving her goosebumps. I'm trying to find it so I can feature it on the screen as well. Janeil, great future for AXI. I agree. I totally agree. Janeil, our current treasurer. Trying to find that comment. She said that all the candidates, they're giving her goosebumps. All the candidates are giving her goosebumps. But before we end this live, I think, Henry, are you supposed to be coming on to give them a bit more information? I can't remember exactly what we discussed. Henry, you can unmute your mic. Is it now or is it later? Now or later?
No, might as well know.
No? No? Okay, you can go ahead.
So, hello everyone. Hi, I'm Henry, your current VP, and we've seen how the speeches go. So the next step is, of course, the question and answer segment. And some of you may not have heard it, but what is going to happen is that there will be a different stream with just the current exec and the nominees, those who are vying for the positions for the next academic year. It will not be streamed on YouTube live. So as some person the person who is going first, they'll be at a greater disadvantage compared to the person who's going last, as the questions that they could get, the other person who goes after them, they may see it and therefore prepare their answer. So for that reason, we are not streaming it live. However, you will be able to see it on YouTube afterwards, after the whole question and answer segment is finished, so that you may see what they're doing and how they respond to various questions and see, or furthermore, better understand what they plan to put in place. So, as such, in a few minutes' time, we're going to end the stream and start the next stream so that they can get their questions, answer it, and hopefully you all can see it when it comes out, and hopefully you will better your decision. I believe that's all.
Mic is muted. All right. Thank you, Shemar Henry. That was our current vice president. I'm going through the comments. I just want to feature some before we end this live stream. Gabby Meghie, one side, act side, all the way. I agree. Best club at UWI, period. No doubts about it. Period. Yeah, that's it for this session, guys. Once again, once thank you all for tuning in. We are looking forward to you guys' vote, and I'm looking forward to see who you'd like to implement. Deandra, I see you in the waiting room. I'm looking forward to see who you guys would implement for the next executive council. Thanks again for all of you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys later. We will see Henry is where the vote is. Henry is no longer viable to vote because he'll be graduating. So thanks, but no thanks, Green. But yeah, thanks again for you guys's participation. Thanks for you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and remember to subscribe to our channel. You guys will be notified whenever the Q&A session goes live, and I am imploring you guys to look for it as well. And later today, all the candidates flyers will be posted on our Instagram account, so be sure to follow us on Instagram at UWIAS, and you'll be notified and you'll be refreshed as to who said what through their flyers. And also, we're going to try our bestest as best as possible to chop up the speech segment and post them on Instagram so that you guys can watch it from there as well. No promises though, but if anybody wants to know who said what, just direct them to this video right here. Again, the timestamps are in the description box below. You can open it and look and seek to where you guys want to see and which specific candidates you want to hear their presentation. Okay, once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and next week, April 23rd, is voting process, and just keep a lookout for the Q&A segment, which will go live in about an hour and a half. But again, let me look at some of the comments to feature some, because after when this live goes on the channel, it's you guys won't be able to see the comment section. Daneel, girl, no. I've had my reign. I've been on the exec for 3 years in a row, and it's time to hang up my exec shirt and call it a day. It was a pleasure to serve, but I've done my due diligence. I've done my due diligence, and it's your time. It's you guys' time to step up to the plate. Thanks for supporting, guys. Stay corona free. And any other comments before we go? Because remember that the chat segment won't be available on YouTube once this video is posted. 3 years we are win. Yes, Celine, homecoming champions. You guys better secure that victory. I have an admirer. Oh, thank you. Thank you. What's X Vixer? Yeah. Thanks, guys. We will see you in the Q&A segment. Bye.